We really focus on being an employer of choice. In fact, just recently we were recognized by People magazine as a company who cares. But ultimately, we are out there all the time as an advocate for teachers. And so we feel we get a disproportionate share of teachers who want to be in our profession and in our field because of the high quality opportunities that they have at Bright Horizons. But ultimately, staffing is always challenging. And certainly in these times, it is challenging.
So just to go back to the masking piece of the equation as well, I mean, the fact that you're strongly encouraging children ages 2 and up to wear masks, but it doesn't sound like you're mandating. I realize that there's all different types of regulations and rules on the ground, not only by state, and certainly Florida has been a state that's getting a lot of attention right now, given the fact that it is not allowing those mandates to be put in place by schools, for example. But how are you navigating that, given the fact that there are so many rules and regulations? What does it mean for the company? Also, what does it potentially mean in terms of higher costs for the company?
Sure. So we absolutely follow the local mandates and the local requirements. That said, we are an organization that really tries to educate our families that are in our care about what best practices look like. And so for many, many months, we have been educating families about the importance of children over 2 wearing masks within our centers. And so again, that happens at all levels, including teachers in the classroom sharing that knowledge. We bring in, as I said, outside experts to share with our families to make sure they understand the importance of it. Certainly, there are regions around the country where it is less in favor and regions of the country where it's more in favor. But we are finding universally at Bright Horizons that families are coming along with us, understanding the importance of keeping our community, our centers safe and healthy. And so ultimately, we're finding good compliance with that aspect of our protocols.
Stephen, I wonder, what do you tell parents who worry about the long-term effects of childhood development and education as young kids are having to rely on digital tools, or even just the way in which the pandemic takes up some of the bandwidth that would normally be reserved for simply learning? Do you think we have a good handle on that yet?
Yeah, I mean, we are obviously advocates of early childhood development. And so we are educating families on the importance of what their children are learning within our centers, and ultimately the importance of the learning that happens in the earliest years. In addition to that, I think we can all agree that to the extent that they have those social and emotional interactions with other children and with teachers, as well as the actual learning that goes on in the classrooms, children will be better able to continue to be successful both in the short term as well as in the long term.